Yo, what's up? Scotto here from HOONIGAN. Hey, I'm super stoked to see another aspiring GYMKHANA driver, and I want to welcome you to Tire Slayer Studios, our headquarters. The MOTORFEST gave us free reign to create our own GYMKHANA grid playground and practice our craft. This is the place to hone and perfect our skills in 3 different level zones. Show me your creativity, and you might get your chance to become the GYMKHANA MOTORFEST driver. But for now, let me just show you around. You're gonna love it here.
Looks like you're not the only one working out today. Lots of drivers out to burn rubber. No pressure. There's no need to rush this morning. Hey, this guy ahead, he's doing great at donuts. New rule, the more tricks you perform, the more bucks you earn. But wait too long between tricks, and the bucks counter will drop. That bonus is for true GYMKHANA masters only. Our 360 Madman is back. Go slide his line, just follow his tire tracks. That's why I love this place. You have a wrecking ball, and you always have guys to get creative with it. Performing the wildest tricks. This is the GYMKHANA DNA. It takes a bit of preparation to become a GYMKHANA driver. A lot, in fact. But for now, just remember this. If you have the right mindset, you'll be capable of anything. Like drifting to the edge of a canyon, or jumping over a helicopter, or, I don't know, anything. We're coming to the end, and I haven't even told you about this monster that spits fire out of its V8. I mean, you are driving the mother of all Mustangs. Cross that line, and I'll tell you more about it.
So in the first event, you already get to drive the Hoonicorn. Realize that's the wildest GYMKHANA machine we have ever built. You're a lucky one. It took us 2 years to transform a 1965 Mustang into that. The updated version uses the same Ford V8, but this time with 2 massive turbos. Let's see how you did on this first outing. We'll film a few moments, a good way to see how you progress through the playlist. It's gonna take some time for you to harness all of this power. This thing makes crazy torque. It's not exactly a ride for beginners. All right, look, we're gonna keep the Hoonicorn, but we're gonna stay on the grid playground. I wanna see how accurately you can actually slide this thing around. the RWB 911 Turbo. It's just a spicy Beetle, except this one is really fast.
You're into this versus that event. The guys and I do it all the time. We put two cars on the grid and see which one is the fastest. We only compare cars for the fun of it. Don't worry if you lose. But let's see if you bet on the right horse. So my guys who bet against the Porsche don't seem very confident anymore. This race is like seeing a Jack Ferdinand Porsche fighting a buffed up August Hork in the octagon. In the red corner, the 965 Turbo upgraded to over 400 horsepower with Japanese aesthetics. Love this one. And in the blue corner, the 1990 Coupe Quattro with a big turbo that takes it up over 800 horsepower. A good little boy. They both have a lot of power and they're both insane. I'm not going to bed before kissing these two beauties goodnight. Calms me. See the volcano? My guys are preparing a first GYMKHANA test for you over there. Things are gonna get real. The end is near. Oh boy, it's gonna be tough watching either of my babies lose. If you wanna push the car to its limit, now is the time. The 911, of course. That Porsche DNA.
All right. You did great. But honestly, this versus that was heartbreaking to watch. On one side, you've got this 1990 Audi Coupe Quattro that took me a mere 2 decades to see crazy hill climbing beast. And on the other, the ultimate goal for any VW, Audi, Porsche nerd like myself. One of the first 2 cars that raw weld ever built outside of Japan. Check out the hips on that thing. I know we patched this whole thing together, but I just can't watch either of these lose. So I'm just gonna keep my eyes closed for this one. All good? Can I open my eyes now? Let's meet at the foot of the volcano. It's time to put your skills to the test in an actual GYMKHANA.
lucky to find this Evo in this area. It's quite rare in the US, so I had to jump on it. I've told Ron, and the team can't wait to get their hands on it. And what's more, we've got a sunset and great sound. Everything's smiling on us. Chill out a bit. You see, this car doesn't look like much. Just look at the interior. No frills, classic Japanese minimalism. But there's always more. Mitsubishi gave us a nice inline four-cylinder with already 280 horsepower. That we're gonna turn up a bit. Believe me, this bad boy is gonna make an absolute GYMKHANA beast. We just need to give it a Hoonigan touch. I think we add a little carbon to it, a good way to give it some street spirit. Like a carbon hood, roof, and 4 doors. Did I say a little carbon? I meant a lot. Creating a GYMKHANA car is always exciting. You start with an idea, toss in some passion, fantasy, and insanity, and you get the ultimate car. Finally back to the Hoonigan HQ. Thanks for your help, appreciate it. Ron's inside. He's gonna take care of Mademoiselle.
The 3100 big block edition. So the MotorFest side, all right.
Wow, the turns are really rough here. Two Chevys, two big blocks, but only one winner. It's prophetic. It's a bit of an exaggeration, but I really like the concept of this race. Tricky turns are back. Second lap. Modifying a classic pickup like the 3100, I admit, it's bold. I'm curious about the time they had to make it. On our side, we built that Camaro kit in 3 weeks. Even had it 3D printed. It's not a cockfight. We agree, but let it be said. Decisive lap. Reasons to bow out. You made the right choice. Well done.
Just like the volcano, it's a practice run, your final one. So let's see you put those newfound skills to the test. We turned it up a bit this time. You're gonna be racing against other drivers for this one. The car, the track, the electric atmosphere, it's all there. I want to show you how everything works together in GYMKHANA. Throw down some crazy tricks, win the race, and I might just consider you for GYMKHANA MOTORFEST. Good luck.
This part is full of turns, the ideal zone for striking and winning bucks. Oh boy! The GYMKHANA mind, you have it.
I wanted to play it cool, but color me impressed. You clearly have the drive and the moves we're looking for. But the HOONIGAN does make it kind of easy, doesn't it? Its design and inspiration came from one of the most legendary and important rally cars of all time, the S1 E2 Quattro. 2 Formula E engines allow this thing to absolutely incinerate tires. Thing is, you have the skills. See for yourself. Let's go. That's got to be my favorite moment of the race. Nice work, Sport. You finally made it to the big show. My team and the crew at MOTORFEST are putting on the final details for GYMKHANA MOTORFEST. But we have one more challenge for you.
With the HOONIGAN. This car is so iconic, it would be a shame not to call on it one last time.
All right, I brought you back here for one more challenge before I give you the keys to the house. Let me clarify. I took the HOONIGAN out for a ride this morning. Not the kind of car you'd expect to take a trip to the seaside, right? So I figured, with that setting, a drift record was the perfect thing to do. You know, casual stuff. All right, you see where I'm going with this? I want to see if you can beat my score in the same conditions. I don't think it's going to be too difficult with everything you've learned during the playlist.
You have to beat my score. You really think you can do it? Use all the elements, grind, donut, everything you've learned is worth points. Only 30 seconds left. Only 25 seconds left. Only 20 seconds? I'm kidding. I'll stop doing that. It's not fair.
All right, I gotta admit, you got me on that one. You definitely shredded like your life depended on it. And you left your mark all over the barnyard. We appreciate that. Yeah, that's what we call victory donuts. All right, look, we waited long enough. You've done it. You're a GYMKHANA driver now. Finish the playlist. GYMKHANA MOTORFEST, here we come. This is it. This is what you've been waiting for, isn't it? To become a GYMKHANA master. MOTORFEST allowed us to spice up the island with a huge GYMKHANA grid playground and create the most entertaining race ever, littered with the craziest and wildest stunts that we could think of. All right, this is your moment to drive as accurate as possible. It's your performance that'll make it exceptional. Remember that Evo 9? Well, Ron and the boys finally finished building it. And to christen it, I think we make it your machine for GYMKHANA MOTORFEST. I think it's time to rip it.
Let's go. Your car, your moment, your GYMKHANA. And I'm not going to be holding your hand for this one. Just do what you have learned. We're going to film this race. It's too important. All I ask is that you go all the way to get the dopest shots we can get. Grind all the rails, burn it to the rims, and jump your heart out. You're gonna love what's beyond the lighthouse. Hey, yo, that was a close call. Come on, it's not over yet. This giant pineapple needs its 360. It deserves it. Knock yourself out. I need intravenous tricks. That's it. GYMKHANA mastery.
That was dope. And I'm not gonna use too many adjectives here. We'll just let the footage speak for itself. Now, let me introduce GYMKHANA MOTORFEST, featuring the Evo 9, starring you. That's right. The Evo 9, you'll be driving it because you earned it.
There's a reward vehicle waiting for you. Good choice. Ready to go? Good choice. Ready to go?